Now, we've all been to the Dreaming City, but did you know that you can actually get here and actually jump into the Ascendant Plane to get all the way over there? Or that there's a secret boss in there, and you can even get to the Witness outside of the Final Shape campaign. Well, in this video, I'll be showing and exploring these secret areas you can actually get to in Destiny 2, and the last one is definitely the strangest. Let's start off with the secret boss inside of the pyramid ship on the moon. Now, to even get to the pyramid, we're going to need to head to Sorrow's Harbor on the moon and make our way down these tunnels to reach the pyramid ship. To get inside the pyramid, we're going to have to make it into that little entranceway on the side of it right there. Now, I've tried many ways to get in here, from well skating to shatter skating plus blink, and I found Titan to be the easiest, with Warlock being the second easiest class to get in. Now, Hunters, good luck with this one. This tunnel is surrounded in death barriers, and if you go even a little too low or high, you're donezo. But we're going to use Lion Ramparts to get in here super easily, and I'm sure many of you have been in here, but do not know what secret boss I'm talking about. And that's because this secret boss I'm talking about isn't actually in the pyramid, it's above it. So not only do you have to, 1, get in the pyramid, you also have to get out of bounds to get above this area. And in order to do that, we're going to be using Alethonim and Thunder Crash to get very high in the final room you can get to in this interior. Once we're here, a jump onto the statues will get us high enough to be able to boost one more time and Thunder Crash right out of the ceiling, leading us to the outside of the inside of the pyramid. And that little red dot over there is just what we're looking for. And there he is. This enemy actually doesn't have a name, but its model is Gaul from all the way back in the Red War. He's been here long enough, so I'm gonna kill him again. That's one secret spot down. Now let's head over to the Pale Heart and knock on the Witness's door. But before we get started, if you've watched any of my previous videos, you would know stuff is a bit different now in terms of quality, and I hope to make the best videos I can for you guys. We're almost at 1.5 thousand subscribers, and if you enjoy the video, a like and subscription is the best feedback I can get. Now, back to the video. Entering the Pale Heart, let's get heading to the Witness. Titan is definitely what you want to be on here, and our first step is to get up on these hands, and eventually over the sidewalls to get underneath the map. Once down here, we need to load up the next area by launching ourselves towards where we want to go. Once again, I'm using Alethonim for this with Lion Ramparts. When the next area loads, I will land in a safe area and take a route underneath the map towards the area that we're headed to. While on the way, I'm curious if you guys watching know of any cool spots that you think not many people know about. Leave it in the comments if you have one to share. But once we've hit the orange area, it's a straight shot fly towards this big tunnel that leads us to where we want to go, the Maelstrom. Once we've reached the tunnel area, we're going to head down to the bottom, where we're going to have to go underneath the floor of this area and fly up to land on the ground. Normally, this area is only accessible in the Final Shape campaign, and because of that, there are no enemies spawned in at all in this area or any area after it. Just like in the campaign, all of the disappearing pathways are still functional, and there is no barrier blocking your path in the boss area. After traversing the pathway area, it's just one big staircase until we are finally out and into the last area of the Final Shape campaign. Just like the previous area, there are no enemies, and you can even run around and jump in those forced walking cinematic areas. In the next room, make sure not to jump down those holes on the sides. If you do, you'll be stuck down there. In the Guardian cinematic room, if you get high enough, you can leave the area that gives the fog and lighting effects. Doing this will cause the effects to pop in and out. All that's left is to ascend the wall, but then a bit of a roadblock is hit. The door that opens up into the cinematic sequence showing the original Vanguard is closed and we cannot get through it by going this way. However, YouTuber Froggy has made a video getting to the Witness's final arena from Patrol. His video will be in the description. Moving on to our next secret spot, this will be in the Dreaming City and require you to know basic sparrow flying. In the Strand, we're going to climb these rocks to the very top, where there's a big hole in the ground we can drop into. Simply follow where I go until you find this big floating rock. Once you've landed on the rock, it just takes one eager edge swing between these two rocks and you'll be falling down to the ascendant plane until you are teleported above the normal sky barrier. From here, you can sparrow fly to the right and sword your way over to the giant rock in the distance. I think it's a bit weird how this rock is solid with it being so far out and not even able to be seen during normal gameplay, but it makes for a nice view of the Dreaming City. And with that, the third secret spot is down. I think it's time we move on to the final spot that is both the easiest to get to and the weirdest. And that takes us to the EDZ. In the Gulch, we'll be jumping behind some trees until we eventually get out of the map and go above the tunnels. When running along the top of the tunnel, the next load zone will be hit, and we're going to make our way to the back left of our current position. But do not go straight to the left, or a different load zone will be hit and the spot we're going will not be accessible anymore. I have no idea what launch I hit right there, but it threw me right to where I wanted to go. The cube. I don't know what it's doing here or what its purpose is. If you have any theories on what this thing is, leave it in the comments below. I need to learn what this is for. But hey, that's the final secret spot of this video. If you learned something new about your favorite location, drop a like. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.